And we're joined now on the phone by new Missouri State basketball coach Dana Ford. Dana, congrats. You were on the show as our guest analyst just a week ago tonight, so this came together rather quickly, huh?
Yes, it did. I mean, it was literally less than 48 hours from the time that I interviewed and until the time that I became the coach. So these things tend to happen fast this time of year.
You took over a Tennessee State program that won just 5 games, and you built it back into a program that was in the upper division of the OVC. Your name had come up for jobs before, so what was it about Missouri State that piqued your interest?
Well, I just think this was a really, really good fit. Having played in the Missouri Valley and coached in the Missouri Valley, had some success recruiting some former player of the years and played for Coach of the Year and coached for about 2 different Missouri Valley Conference Coach of the Year. So just being familiar with the job and familiar with the landscape of Missouri State made it a job that really attracted me to it.
You just said it. You grew up in Southern Illinois. You played in the Valley at Illinois State. You coached at Wichita State. How much did that familiarity factor into what makes this feel like the right fit?
I think it was one of the main things, to be honest. You know, the Missouri Valley is the same league now that it was back when I was watching Southern Illinois make their run when I was in high school back in 2002. You see that with Loyola now, just a veteran-laden team that plays really good, smart, tough team, fundamental basketball. And I think that just being so familiar with the league as a whole really attracted the administration to me. And they put together a package, and they've got resources there that make it hard not to want to be a part of.
Dana, in your time at TSU, there's a lot to be proud of there. Certainly a lot of people respect the job you did there. As you leave now, how do you feel about where that program is situated moving forward?
Well, I think we left it a lot better than what we found it, and I think that's ultimately the goal that you want to have anytime you take over a program. We would have liked to make that jump into a championship program, but you know, over the course of the first 4 years, it just was not our time to do that. But I do think that there's enough there to build off of when you start talking about 3 consecutive non-losing seasons for the first time since the mid-'90s. That is really a good foundation to build off of. And the Ohio Valley has gotten better when you add Belmont to a league that already has Murray State, and then you add coaches like Ray Harper at Jacksonville State. That just tells you how much better that league has become. So I think that TSU is in a great position to go from kind of the middle of the pack, you know, being a 3, 4, 5 team, to trying to jump in that top 2 team.
Well, now you go into perhaps the toughest mid-major conference in America. You're going to have to face your old coach in Porter Moser, who's got Loyola Chicago in the Final Four. How much can the profile they've created for the Valley over this run this month even help you in recruiting as you hit the road?
It just makes us so much more relevant, and also it draws us closer to being away from the one bid league stigma that's on a lot of mid-level conferences. When we start having teams consistently make the Final Four, Wichita State, when they were in the Missouri Valley, made the Final Four. Now Loyola's in the Final Four. We're trying to shed that one bid league title in recruiting. Sometimes that's used against us because everyone wants to play in the tournament. And so I think with their run, and hopefully they're able to win 2 more games and win the national championship, that would really help us, because we need to be able to recruit top-level kids if we want to be really good. And a big part of that is selling the fact that we can make it to the NCAA tournament without winning our conference tournament.
Missouri State's had some great teams under Steve Alford, Conzo Martin, among others, but it's struggled here lately. What's the biggest challenge in front of you?
Well, I think it just starts with changing the mindset. I think that we have to start to expect to win every single time we take the floor, and we have to hold each other accountable, whether it's players and coaches and administration or fans, alum, and you know, put that target on our back and be welcoming to the expectation of winning. And when those things don't happen, you know, be upset to where you do something about it. I think that's the first step is changing how we think about our own selves and hopefully that will raise the bar of expectations. And now we have to recruit to that, develop to that, and that just has to be who we are. And I think that we're off to a great start. We've only been on the job 3 days, but we're out here on the recruiting trail, working hard, trying to get guys that can get us to that next level.
Well, Dana, best of luck with that. You were a pleasure to deal with here. We're all happy for you. Congratulations.
Thanks, Bud. Appreciate you.